Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. It's good to talk to my Litecoin people. It's been a while. There just hasn't been a ton going on in Litecoin, but obviously price going down, so it hasn't been much to talk about. But I think there's some significant things here I just want to look at with you guys. First off, if you could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. So guys, we had a hammer that was put in right here. So that is the textbook definition of a hammer. Next day, we almost had a gravestone doji. Can't even say that it's an inverted hammer, so pretty close to that gravestone doji. And then today, if we can close where we're at, we would actually have an engulfing candle of this doji right here. So we'd basically have that hammer, the gravestone doji or tombstone doji, and then we would need this to close higher than what we had for this tombstone doji down here. So right now, if we could close that, that would be good, guys. We'd want to see continued follow through, but that's what we would like to see as a bottom because we've fallen so hard and so fast. And part of why this is significant, these don't look like monster candles or anything, but they mean a lot, okay? And you see this volume? We haven't had volume like that in months. And that's a really big deal that it came at the bottom here down around $56. So yes, this could be another bear flag and another leg down. You know, this is cryptocurrency, guys. This is what's going to happen. But it can also present a wonderful buying opportunity if you continue to look for things and you put these indicators together. So right now we're looking at this here. We want this to close where it's at. That would be great. And then tomorrow we need to see good volume and we need to get up over this 12 EMA. Right there, and that's at $61, and we want to close up above that. So that's going to be another sign. We want to see confirmation here. And also we're going to be looking for, if this purple line can cross over this 26 here, that's going to be nice for a short-term move to the upside. So keep that in mind, guys. We're fighting that trend. You see all these overhead right now. They're all overhead resistance, and we're not even adding in Fibonacci, anything like that right now as overhead resistance. But we're just looking here. We need to get started somewhere, and the trend needs to change. It's been a long time now, so we're really looking for a bottom. That's why this is significant right here. The most volume you've had, but to a person who doesn't look for these things, hammers and whatnot, they don't look and say, there's no big white candles there, but this is very significant. Right there, MACD starting to move here. Got to get across on that as well. That's a big deal. Histogram ticking to the positive. So about right in here. We'll see if we can get that to flip. So guys, remember, this is all if this then that and back and forth. These things could mean nothing if there's some crazy news that comes out, different things like that, because even good news hasn't been changing the price. There's a lot of good news coming out for Litecoin, but while we're in this bear market, it's not going to change. So if you have great news, it's so what, you'll get a quick pump and then they'll dump back off and it'll continue down the trend. You can't fight the trend. Trend's your friend. So always remember that. Another one I wanted to show you here. Take a look at the stock RSI. We're actually had that cross here. We've been moving along on the bottom, and now we're having that cross to move back up. And typically, guys, you'll at least get somewhat of a move. When you get that cross, you get a move, you know, right up to here we had before. These were nice moves, but they all start from down here. So there's lots of room to run, if that makes sense. If you can have continued volume and an actual short-term trend change. Has to happen on the short term first. There's that. Then let's check out our RSI. You guys tell me what you're doing. Are you buying at these levels? Have you been selling? What are you all doing? So right here, there's the hook. We're moving to the upside. We're at 28, so there's a lot of room to run, guys. We've been down here before, and we've made moves up. You know, that's typically where they start, is down low here. So really keep these things in mind, guys. Just protect your capital at all costs, because you can't even be in this game if you lose all your money. So there is great importance to stop losses and different things like that, so you don't have those huge market turns that just go against you. We've all seen it. We've all been there. So I want to show that to you guys. And then also we had this hammer, and it landed on the outside of this Bollinger Band. And typically when you're on the outside of that Bollinger Band and you hit, you make a run back up, you know, to the middle band here, maybe around $70 or so. You can see the middle band up here. just flowing along. So that's overhead resistance as well. You've got that. You've got psychological round numbers. There's a lot that has to be done. But, guys, you have to start somewhere. Just like right here with this, bullish piercing pattern here, we would have thought, all right, this is going to make a more significant move than what it did. I mean, we moved some percentages, but for us to actually change the trend, we're going to have to come up here, probably set a lower high, and then set a higher high, or a higher low right down here, guys, and then a higher high up there. So that's how it changes, higher highs and higher lows. That's what we have to do, guys. That's what we have to see. Otherwise, it's just gonna, the lows, lower highs and lower lows are just gonna continue. So you guys let me know what you're doing. You all take care. God bless.